Welcome to the Health and Wellness Resource Center. I will be making this video to explain to you the content of this website as well as how to do basic and advanced searches. What can you find within this database? Well, let's go to the Help section and it will help us to determine what's in here. It gives you the table of contents, which explains an overview of this website. So if we go to About Health and Wellness Resource Center, it will give us some good information. Within this resources database, you can find up-to-date reference material. This database is comprised of full-text magazines, journals, and pamphlets from extensive authoritative medical sources. All content from Gale is revised by medical experts. Because the Health and Wellness Resource Center is partnered with Healthology and Health Day, this source contains health and medical video material as well as articles from physicians. According to the Gale database page, which is located right here, according to this page, there are 400 health and medical journals, hundreds of pamphlets, and over 700 health-related videos from partner Healthology Incorporated. Also, there are articles from 2,200 general interest publications. So who would find this resource useful? If we look at the previous page, we'll see that it points to schools and libraries and hospitals using this site as a good source of information. But I also would like to point out that science and social science students and researchers, along with medical students or researchers, would find this website very helpful. And it is also pointed out in the Gale website that this database should only be used for informational purposes only. So you can find out about diseases, but you need to go to a doctor to actually check them out. And so with that information, this brings us to the health assessment. So I feel that this website will be very useful to those who are diagnosing themselves or trying to figure out what their symptoms relate to. So as you can see, you can assess or enhance your own health with these sources. So if you go to asthma, it brings you to a calculator that will give you questions that you can answer so you can better understand what you're going through and then bring it to a doctor. Before we do any searches, I'd like to bring your attention to the help pages. We already have looked at the help page and the Gale databases page, but there are also the search tips page, which was very helpful in starting me off with this program. This page gives you a step-by-step guide to helping you with your searches and improving the results that you get. It also shows you certain search techniques, such as how to truncate, and a particularly nice one that I found was number 7, which is try using synonyms for your original words. So if you enter nervous breakdown, you can put or in between and then do synonyms for nervous breakdown. That way you get all the results instead of just what pertains to your particular term. Another great thing that it provides us with are the specific search operators, which I thought was very helpful. Some additional help pages that are helpful are the list of sources, and here it shows you where you can find the periodical newsletters, newspapers, and pamphlets that are referenced within the Gale Health and Wellness Resource Center database. This way you can order them and have physical copies as well. This also, I think that the trusted sites are a valuable part of this website too. So in addition to the search material that you have, you can also find information elsewhere as well. What are different ways to use this program to search for what you want to search for? Well, if you want to browse, you can go to diseases and conditions, as well as alternative medicines. Both of these pages are indexes where you can find and look through different search terms instead of making actual searches. But if you want to start searching, you can go to the different tabs of drugs and herbs, the directories, and the dictionary if you have specific information that you want to plug in. The dictionary is the Webster's medical desk dictionary, so you can look up certain medical terms that are reviewed by doctors. In the directory, you can find certain articles that are published in certain cities or are pertaining to specific cities as well. But if you want to just do a simple search, this is what you do. You go to the home page and we can type in abuse, and you can search by keyword and subject. And so you have a lot of results. So as you can see, you have related searches, and this provides you with either a narrower search or a broader search, or even just synonyms as well. But if you go to magazines and journals, it can narrow by subdivision, and so we'll go there, and there you go. It cuts it down into categories, which is very helpful to sort through. And then if you go to media, there aren't any for the abuse media. But when you go to media, you can also limit it by types of video. If you want to further revise your search, you go to revise search. And here you can limit it by full text articles, consumer health, Spanish articles, and refereed publications. But if you want to limit it even more, you can go to advanced search. And here, in addition to the ones that I just stated, you can look for alternative health module. So if we type in abuse and childhood or children, full text and alternative health module, we can also limit it by the date of publication. So if you chose, say, from 2002 to 2013, it should limit your results quite a bit. And as you see down here, the search history is recorded, and that way you never have to research anything you've already searched. You can just go back to it. And as you see, there was only 2 results found in the magazine articles, whereas there was multiple pages beforehand. If you find an article you like, you can go to it, and from there you can either print it, email it to yourself, or download it. Depending on what it is, you can download it as a PDF, but if it's not a PDF, like a video or an article that's in HTML, you can only download it as a HTML, which isn't as helpful as a PDF in my mind. Some problems that I've had with this source have been that the drugs and herbs section, because You think it would be a more advanced search because you can search by either or, but if you type in two different things, it will bring you to separate search pages. So it was disappointing that this page couldn't be advanced. Now that we've gone through this search, are you wondering who's responsible for the creation of this resource? Well, the Gale Resource Group, the Gale Cengage Learning, powers this website, and this is the overviewers that see to it. Here is the advisory board for the Gale health content, and they review the articles that get put on the health and wellness website. The Health and Wellness Resource Center is connected back to Marlboro's library resources as well, because a lot of the resources there are powered by Gale, such as Academic OneFile and the Gale Encyclopedias. Also, other resources that are similar are PubMed and Bio1, because they also focus on similar content to the Health and Wellness Resource Center, such as biological and medical studies and articles. So it is very similar to other articles. And that's the ending of my presentation.